C2E2 2012.
All my
Adventures. Oh really?
Because I guess it has a lot of views.
Yeah. I'm here with Maria, aka MsDBZBabe, at the convention. We're at the convention. Woo! We just met Mr McFeely earlier. That was a lot of fun, so there'll be pictures up after this video section.
Any craziness you guys have planned for the rest of the weekend? You guys still like this?
There's a lot of cool stuff at the convention this year. There's also Chad Michael Murray, and we saw Sean Astin, which I did not get autograph from since it was like $40, but basically I just got a picture like from a distance, which is good enough for me because I'm a huge fan of his in Lord of the Rings and Sound, if you guys know. So I'm just showing you guys around the con. A bunch of like basically dealer's room and stuff like that. A lot of comics and shirts and stuff like that. So not a lot of people cosplaying, but a lot of people are wearing Batman shirts, especially. I'm wearing a Batman shirt too.
Because that's what they do.
I think C2E2 is a lot bigger than Wizard World. But
Stand there by faith.
it's huge. Look at all the merchandise.
Top shelf now.
What's that?
Or would you rather me do the walking? I'm doing the comic for?
You're doing a comic for somebody?
I'm coloring and doing the inking for their comic. They give me a sample. They're saying they're asking who the people are. These are the people from the comics. I'm the brain code. And they're lawyers, but they also draw. So they're so smart. They like read all this stuff to like I got to go see.
Okay.
They look up every comic that's out there to try and like know what's out there, so they have an advantage or I don't know.
Right. Toys.
That's totally worth it.
Oh look, GameWorks.
Yeah, I know.
Last time there was a Sonic like mascot.
Batman.
The Green Order with Bruce Lee.
It's because Bruce needs to have it. That's why it's so.
A lot of old stuff. There's some Star Wars back there. I forgot his name. 3PO, whatever his name is. Superman. There's Batman. More toys.
Is there anything you want? Is there anything you need? McFeely's.
What was his name? That little tiger. Like, can I touch it, please? He's the tiger. He was like that tiger that was like shy. Oh my gosh.
The actual puppets are not this.
Oh, it's not the actual
That
one.
is a toy that you can buy at the
Oh,
market.
these.
Want a bag? That would be great. Thank you. Here's a bag. I'll get you that. You'll be in charge of the plastic bag. You're in charge of the money. Hello.
Hi. How are you? Nice to meet you.
And your name is what?
Maria.
And your name
Liz.
is
Liz. Yes.
I can sign pictures.
Sure, a picture would be fine.
They're donations, and the books are $10.
Okay.
But if you want to give a donation, anything you want to give.
Donation is very much appreciated. It supports a non-profit art museum in Pittsburgh.
It's called Toonseum, and we've always done the program in Pittsburgh, and so I'm helping out creating this museum.
Okay.
And here's pickle pins too. Get those.
Okay.
Because
We'll look at
Pittsburgh
it.
has Heinz. In the Heinz factories in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
And they make the pickles there. So
Oh, okay. It's cool Ninja Turtles.
Look what Speedy Delivery is up here.
Yeah.
Hi there, Speedy Delivery.
Oh, freaking out.
Take a picture if you want one. And come back and get it signed. I'll be here. And tomorrow we'll be here too. Take one of those. Now here's Liz.
Thank you.
And
Maria. M-A-R-I-A.
Yep. That's it.
And from Mr. McFeely.
Thank you. We used to watch this all the time when we were little.
And you live here?
Yeah, we live in Chicago.
What do you do for a living? You in school? Or?
We just graduated not too long ago. I'm an illustrator.
I'm a
graphic designer. So we're in the arts.
Yeah.
Do you design on the line or on computers now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now my son is too, and he learned sort of on computers, but he learned the old way, you know. Now he's
the traditional way.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
very
here
cool.
is Maria.
Thank you.
I love how they're playing like what song is that? it's like a Saved by the Bell break or something.
Hey man, is that Freedom Rock? So we were talking backstage and you guys actually pulled out the term glaggy, which I hadn't heard before, for the melding of Glenn and Maggie. Where did that come from?
We're still trying to figure out where that came from.
Yeah.
I know it was all over the fan clubs, and then it came up on
Talking Dead.
Your Talking Dead.
Episode of Talking Dead. It was either glaggy or
men.
Yeah.
Maglin?
Yeah.
No, we've all heard men before,
Yeah.
so let's go for men.
That's not a new word.
Yeah.
How do you guys deal with sort of everybody's cheering for your relationship online? Do you read all that stuff?
I don't know. I don't read too much of it, but the people that I speak to are all super psyched about the hopeful relationship we have.
I think it's great that people enjoy hope in general, and I'm just glad that the show that we're on is pretty brutal sometimes, and get to be part of that with Lauren is pretty awesome. So yeah.
This season, hope is here to stay.
I know I can't go anywhere, but I was just like, oh no.
And then he called me, still on the toilet. Who read this?
I do everything. It's my office. It's my office.
How to follow that one?
How do I ask another question? Just ruminate on that for a while. So Maggie and Glenn went through some serious trials this season, and the love was definitely tested throughout the season. What do you guys like about their relationship dynamic, and what do you think makes their love endure?
First of all, I think I love seeing first love documented. I love all the games that people play. I love movies about first love, and I just love the fact that we have this really human story that's incredibly simple in this horrible world that we're living in. But I think it's
interesting to play, like you said, with all the games you play. And I don't think they're necessarily playing games in terms of I'm gonna wait 3 days before I text her back. But it's realistic. I think people were upset when they're like, Glenn, what is wrong with you? Why are you not going after this beautiful girl? She wants you. But it's interesting to see someone balk at that when it's clearly obvious, because in that situation, there's a lot of internal struggle that the zombie apocalypse gives to a person. There is. You know what I mean? Like a dead guy is trying to eat you, but it made for a really interesting part of the relationship that I think solidified it much more near the end. To go through that instead of it being like, I like you, you like me, I like boobs, you like other stuff. It was good. It built up to a good thing.
I remember it was really funny, people giving loads of shit to Maggie, like, Maggie, why are you so mean to Glenn? It's like, what part of I love you and come and live in my room? And
It's mean to Glenn, exactly. Yeah, it was absurd. But yeah, it was good. It was really good.
But we have, I mean, we've been through the ringer, and then, I don't know.
We're weathered.
Now we're weathered, yeah. Don't we look so wise?
Lauren sold it. Mine was just more like me on like a sad day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I forgot my sandwiches.
Go ahead.
I just had a question about what it's like working with AMC. AMC doesn't have a long history of original programming, and The Walking Dead is definitely a change in tone from Mad Men and Breaking Bad and that sort of thing, which are amazing shows as well. But I was wondering if there was any pressure when you started doing The Walking Dead to really make it great.
I don't think any more than there would be if it wasn't AMC's first time. It's exciting being AMC's kind of baby in a way.
We'll alternate. Sorry about that.
Is Glenn ever going to take over the group? Because he's obviously the sanest one at the time.
I don't know. You know what? I think the trajectory that Glenn is headed is trusting himself more, looking out for people he cares about, and trying to do still what's right to him. And now that he has someone to live for, and now that someone has him to live for as well, you know, it's going to be a nice team. Come on! And then there will be chainsaws.
It's gonna go like this. Maggie, marry me.
Shotgun chainsaw.
Right here in front.
As someone who I'm sure among many people here has always wondered where I would fit in a situation like that, I wondered if maybe you have, and if you bring that to the to the show when you act, that you fantasize about in real life where you might fit in if that comes to your character.
Being in a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought so many different things for that one.
I feel like I'd actually be pretty similar to where Maggie is. I mean, she's tough when she needs to be and gets the job done. Being raised on the farm, as she is, I wasn't, I don't know why I said it like that. Being raised on the farm, in the New Jersey farm. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to pick up as many skills as possible before the apocalypse happens, which I think is pretty soon. But, yeah, being on the show does remind you of the things that you need for survival. Yeah. Just building a fire, shooting a gun, you know.
Man, I don't know any of those things, man. I mean, like, I was raised in the rough and tumble streets of Troy, Michigan. I mean, are people from Troy, Michigan here? What? That's awesome. There's only two. But that's awesome. I mean, it's as suburban as you get, so I know how to order, like, a really solid plate of spaghetti. Dude, just have one spaghetti.
And then it comes.
Yeah, and it comes to you, yeah. But yeah,
with a spoon?
With a spoon? Well, no, I don't know how to do that. Yeah. I think I'd be helpful. I don't know if I would necessarily lead a group. I'm angry though. I get angry. I don't know. I'm literally like tossing anything out there.
Awesome, thank you. In the back.
basically wanted to show you guys what I got at C2E2, and we'll start off in this corner. I got a bunch of Pokemon cards. There's some of them that are older and some of them that are newer. I'm actually a pretty big collector of the old series of the original 150 Pokemon, but I do like some of the newer ones. So I just kind of, when I go to cons, I like to basically look for the old Pokemon cards that I don't have and fill in my collection, since I wasn't able to get them when I was young. So if you can take a look, there's Pichu, Gyarados, Togetic, Electabuzz from the movie, which I don't have. That's the only Pokemon card that I didn't get from the movie when it came out when I was younger. Misty Seadra, Flareon, Chikorita, which is one of my favorite starter Pokemon in the original Silver series on Game Boy Color. Slowking, and Holographic Charizard. So I always wanted one of those and I never got it, and I was lucky enough to find a whole bunch actually. And over here I got, as you've seen earlier in the video, I met Mr. McFeely from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He's really cool. I got his signature, and he also gave us like a Mr. Rogers, I think like copied version of the signed copy of his photo. Next I have a picture I picked up at, I think it was by the Artist Alley, from my sister. She loves penguins, so I thought it was really cute for this postcard. I finally found Misa's Death Note. I was really happy to find, because I actually have original Light's Death Note, and if some of you know that I'm a huge Misa fan and I cosplay her all the time. So let's see if I can open this up and show you guys. On the back, this is what it looks like. Here is the Death Note, Misa's Death Note, that was originally Jealous's, then Rem's. So I don't know why it has the English stuff in here. I need to remember this series a little more. It's been a while since I watched it through, but it's the box, and that's the Death Note. So I'm excited because I'm going to be using this as my cosplay prop this year for ASIN. And then I got second volume of Walking Dead comic book series. I just got into the Walking Dead series. I've seen all of the Walking Dead show, but I just started reading the comic book series because I thought it was interesting, just to compare to the show. And I, of course, had to be at C2E2 to meet some of the cast members and go to their panel and stuff. So, and then also I got a free gift card to toynk.com, which they were giving out at the con as well. So that is what I got. And let's move this out of the way. So this is all the stuff I got at C2E2. And that is all. Have a good night. Simple. Say hi. Hi. He said hi.